Hello, Lisa Piper here. I want to take just a few minutes to talk about what you can do with your kombucha scobies when you're done with them. So these little guys, when you work your kombucha right, will just continue to make tons and tons more scobies. And every time you make it, it just grows a new one and grows a new one and grows a new one. So after a while, you're gonna have a lot of scobies stacking up, and there's nothing worse than just throwing them out, right? There's a lot of things that you can do with them. But first, let's talk about which scobies you want, and how do you know? Which one are we grabbing to use that are a little older? So usually they're just a little bit older when they're a little darker and a little rougher. And when they're a little bit lighter in color, then they're a little bit newer and fresher. This is how you know. Oftentimes see the layers. So sometimes people will come and peel off those backside layers, and it's the older stuff that looks a little more brown. That's older, and this is newer. So keep the newer ones, you'll keep making your kombucha. But what can we do with the older kombucha scobies? So one of my favorite things to do, of course, is to make candy out of it. But I like to keep it raw because I want the probiotics. If you go online on the internet, you're gonna see a lot of different recipes that tell you to cook it with sugar. As soon as you cook it, you've lost your probiotics. So I dehydrate mine, and I like to use, instead of sugar, of course, I just use dates or fruit from nature, and I add it in here and blend it. I literally put it in the blender, and then I make like a fruit leather out of it, and then it's all about flavor, how you're gonna flavor it, because it does have a flavor. It's got a little tang to it. So you want to just know how to work with that. And then I dehydrate it at a low enough setting, 105 degrees, and that way I keep it all raw, probiotics intact. And then the other thing I like to do is make jerky out of it. So you can make any type of jerky, and then we're flavoring more savory. Again, it's the same thing. You're keeping it at about 105 degrees, and it's just how you want to. You can do those in strips. So for jerky, I'll do those in strips, and I'll cut it. Usually, and that way you have jerky strips, and you just want to marinate those in your flavorings, whatever flavor you want. I love coconut aminos. I like to put a little cayenne, cumin. You decide what you want in yours. You can even make a fake bacon out of it and dehydrate it. These are things that you can do. I also like to put these in my smoothies because this is a great way to boost your probiotics. Yes. You still get vitamins and nutrients and probiotics out of the SCOBY. It's very squishy, so it's a little off-putting to some people, but as soon as you blend it up in your smoothie, you're not gonna notice it's there at all. If you put a large amount in it, like this amount, in about a 16-ounce smoothie, you're probably gonna taste a tiny bit of a tang. Put about half that in there, you're not even gonna taste it, but you're gonna have a good dose of probiotics in there. So not bad, right? What else can we do with this? So just like this being good for people, it's good for your pets too. And they actually like it. So I cut up small amounts and I'll put them in my dog's bowl or the cat's bowl, and they'll eat it. If they don't like the flavor, I have one animal very picky. I'll put it in the smoothie, I'll put it in the blender, and I blend it with flavors. So for my cat, I put a little tuna juice in there. My cat loves it. But this is really good for them as well. Other things that you can do, you can even make crafts with this, because when you go and dehydrate this, it becomes like a leather. And so you can do leather that isn't leather, a vegan plant-based leather out of it. The other thing I like to do is you can make a raw vegan sushi out of it, use it like sushi. It's all about flavoring with those seaweeds, taking all the seaweeds to soak it in and marinate it, and then you have a really good probiotic sushi out of it. And you can even use this for wound healing, because probiotics are very helpful to speed up wound healing. It'll sting a little bit when you put it on an open wound, but the probiotics get in there and it actually helps the skin quite a bit. People use it for face masks. I've had people do full ones. I prefer to put mine in a blender and mix with some other things and put it on there, because it is really healing for the skin, like I said. Great for healing up acne. So that's really nice. Of course, if you don't know what else to do and you've got so many extra scobies that they're just coming out your ears, You can put a little in your compost because it is a great way to get compost going. Anything will grow in there. It's really nice. So I would love to hear what you're making with your scobies and your ideas. Just add a comment down below and share with everyone else what you're doing. And if you enjoy videos like this, I'd love for you to share it with someone else who has yet to hear something like this. And of course, you can see more by subscribing onto our channel here at Natural Living Organic Food Co-op. Thanks.